FestivalCircuit.com and the director of the Portland Comedy Film Festival, coming up at the Clinton Street Theater on Sunday, September the 18th. We're going to be screening a whole new batch of films for the fall 2022 event at the Clinton Street Theater. Sorry, I said fall. We're actually going to be screening our summer 2022 event at the Clinton Street Theater. And it's just good to have several seasons of the Portland Comedy Film Festival, to have so many options for filmmakers to submit. And we're joined by one of those filmmakers today that is nominated for the Best Director Award in this event, and that's Spencer Halverson, director of Tomorrow. Hi, Spencer.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
Good. So we have the Summer 2022 Portland Comedy Film Festival, but you also finished as a finalist in our Oregon Short Film Festival, Spring 2022, as the Best Director. So congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, it's awesome to, like I was telling you before, we've had films in your guys' festivals before. I just think it's really awesome that you guys have cool festivals throughout different states, and it's, gives people an opportunity to see their movies on the big screen. And I thought, our last movie was during the pandemic when you couldn't really go to a theater. But you guys put on a drive-in, which is really awesome. We drove up from Sacramento up to the Dalles near Portland, just made a whole trip out of it. But I just want to say thank you. And I think it's really awesome that you guys have been able to continue to put on events and be able to have us filmmakers see our movies on the big screen. That's the goal, right? So
thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. We enjoy having you at our events. We screened you all over the place, even in Texas too. We screened in. The pandemic was a strange time. It was like at the time when things were happening, it was like, okay, 2-week delay.
Right.
Okay, 4 weeks. After like 4 months, it was like, I think we need to have a film festival somewhere, somehow. And to find Sunshine Mill at that time, being the only thing open at that time, was just really incredible. And Doc's Drive-In Theater down in Texas. And I'm just proud of the fact. Someone walked up to me and told me during 2020, they were like, hey man, do you know that there was only like 15 major film festivals in the United States for the whole year 2020? I was like, really? He's like, yeah, and you guys were 12 of them.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Just running it that
year. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of respect for your work, and the judges have a lot of respect for your work. And I want to clarify, I'm going to ask you to give me the synopsis in just a second, but I do want to clarify. The Oregon Short Film Festival and the Portland Comedy Film Festival have a very different approach to the way that they choose films, analyze films, and look at work. The Oregon Short Film Festival, all the reviews were about the overall production value, the story, the acting, how this thing was very well developed from front to back and had a great ending. When you look at the Portland Comedy Film Festival, it's just all about the laughs. Make me laugh or get off the screen. No dramedies allowed. And what I really liked is that people thought it just cracked up. They just thought the whole thing was cool and they thought it was funny. So you're getting nominated for these two awards by two totally different groups of people for two totally different reasons. And I think that says a lot about you and your team as filmmakers. So good job.
Thank you. And yeah, thank you to the judges. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I love your guys' festivals. So they were some of the first ones that we entered Tomorrow in, and we were excited. And the Clinton Street Theater is awesome. So I know it's going to be an awesome show to have them up there. But yeah, I mean, I just want to shout out real quick my awesome team. We had a big ensemble cast for this one, and I thought everybody just stepped into their roles perfectly. They all brought something unique to their characters, which was really awesome. Maybe stuff that wasn't necessarily on the page in the script, which really helped, I think, take things to the next level. And we had a huge focus on just every little thing was important as the next thing. So like you said, we wanted to focus on the acting as much as the jokes. It wasn't just about making people laugh. It was about making the best overall product. And hopefully we did that.
Yeah, good job, man. You did do that. And I want to get into I have some questions about the production and the casting, but first, okay. What can people expect on Sunday when they walk into Clinton Street Theater? What are they going to see?
Yeah. I mean, so basic synopsis for this movie, it takes place over a farewell party for a couple that's moving out of the state. And then it kind of devolves into a surreal comedy about seeing the anxieties of these guests manifest at the party. For example, one character, Blake, who's stuck outside because he's so anxious, he's dealing with a superhero or villain. I guess he's more of a villain his name's Anxiety Man. So he literally manifests a Anxiety Man as a villain that basically more or less talks shit to him and tells him that he's not good enough to go into the party or make friends. And, so you see throughout the film, there's just all these hidden layers to the characters and what they're going through at this moment in their life.
Wow. All right. Well, I like the journey, and character arc is important. But definitely funny stuff. I don't want to ruin it, but there's some catch you off guard giggles in your film. I definitely enjoyed.
Yeah.
Talk to me about how did you put this cast together? Are you the type of person that just opens up your phone and says, "Hey, I got a role for you," and you call all your buddies, or do you do like traditional casting call?
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of that. I have a lot of very talented friends. I went to film school at Portland State, made a lot of good friends through there, a lot of good connections. And then just as we start branching off and meeting other people, that network just grows. So I had a lot of characters that were written specifically for people. Like the character I was just mentioning that's dealing with Anxiety Man. That's one of my best friends from childhood, Joshua Whitehorn. He actually created that character of Anxiety Man, and it just fit the theme of the movie really well. So we brought that in, and I thought it was really cool for him to be able to play that character opposite Anxiety Man. But we did do a couple casting calls, like our lead, Lana. I didn't know her before production. We found her through Backstage or Casting Networks, one of them. But for the most part, the rest, it was just like, hey, I know this person that could be for this role. We held auditions. I didn't want to just give anybody the role right away. But yeah, definitely a lot of text message threads like, hey man, can you fly into Sacramento this weekend to help me film this? Like, I wrote this role for you. You're going to be perfect. And somehow we made it work.
Wow, good job. Good job on
Thanks.
this. What motivated you specifically to tell this story? Like why this one?
Yeah, I mean, just piggybacking off what I just said, I mean, the original idea came from like, I have so many talented friends and I just want to put them all in a movie together because I know it would be funny. I know it would be awesome. And then, my brain goes like, well, how do we get a bunch of people together? Oh, it's a party, obviously, right? And then from there, it was just like the theme of anxiety, and especially like I'm 28 years old, so I'm kind of at this point in my life where you're deciding what you're doing with your career, you're making all these kinds of decisions where you're going to live. Your friends from when you're younger aren't necessarily there in your life anymore, so it's kind of just about that crossroad, and putting everybody into that party situation. It's like you're bringing all this baggage into a situation, and then you get booze involved, things start leaking out, fights can start, people can start crying, that kind of stuff. So you'll see some of those moments in the movies for sure.
So what's the future like for you? You've done a couple of really, really good short films have come through, and I feel like you got something big coming up. You got big plans. What's next?
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on turning tomorrow into a feature, so I'm working on that script. I think just like I said, it's such a huge ensemble, and there's a lot of ideas that were left on the cutting room floor that you can't explore in like an 18-minute movie. But if I had 90 minutes, there'd be moments that could be like a lot more impactful for some of these characters. So I'm working on that, and I actually just wrapped. I've already made my follow-up to tomorrow. It's called Back Home.
Wow.
Yeah, I just finished editing it. My script was selected for a local festival in Sacramento, where I'm from, where I grew up. So I just wrapped that, and then that's going to premiere in Sacramento in October. So so that's been taking up most of my time lately. But like I said, working on the feature script for tomorrow, and then just trying to figure out. I definitely want to keep making smaller stuff. I make a lot of comedy sketches as well in between projects. I should enter them in some of your festivals.
You should.
Just keep it
You
going.
should.
Be in spring, fall, summer. Why not, right?
Why not, man? And we have our own direct submission portal now. So if you want to put in your info about your film and go down and check the list or whatever it qualifies for, it's a lot easier, So
perfect.
you know where to find us. Film Festival Circuit, you'll find us. So
yeah,
we appreciate that. So, hey, this has been great, man. Is there anything you want to add before we leave?
I mean, shout out 3 Point Pictures. That's my production company that we put out all these sketches, short films. We do music videos as well. Music is a big part of tomorrow. There's another aspect of the anxieties manifesting. One of the characters in the band that's playing at the party. The genre of the band keeps changing and their outfits are changing, and he's kind of caught up in the middle of that. Not necessarily know why it's happening, and watch the movie. Maybe you can piece it together. But yeah, I just want to shout out Brett William. He plays this character that I'm talking about in the film, and he's also the composer and co-writer of this film. His music is extremely important to the vibe of this movie, and the storytelling as well. We kind of wrote like the theme song, which you see in the credits of tomorrow. And then I flew up to Portland, and we kind of just sat down. We're at Gabriel Park over in Multnomah Village, and we're this beautiful day out. We're just laying in the grass, just writing the lyrics to the song. We're like, how could this tie into what Charlotte's going through? And I don't play any instruments at all, but it was just like, it's something like I feel like filmmakers want to be musicians want to be filmmakers type of thing. So I was like living vicariously through him while he, sat down and whittled away at at the music. And I got a couple lyrics in there that I'm pretty proud of.
All right.
But yeah, so the music's very important. I hope people like that. We're gonna put it up on Bandcamp soon, so you can listen to it as well if you enjoyed it. And yeah, once again, shout out the judges. Thank you so much for selecting tomorrow. And yeah, best director nom was amazing. I super caught off guard when I saw it. I was just I remember I was on another set too, and I just checked my email and saw it, and I was just like, "Oh my god! Like, what am I doing here? Why am I PAing right now?" And I just got super excited. I wanted to tell everybody. So thank you again for that, and shout out my awesome team. I don't want to bore you guys with all the names. You'll see them in the credits after you see the movie, but just want to say I love all you guys, and you did awesome work, and I really appreciate everything you did. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. And like I said, 3 Point Pictures, check us out on YouTube, Instagram. We're always posting behind the scenes stuff from our projects. And we've got actually four projects coming we're going to release by the end of the year probably. So check us out. Keep up with us.
All right. I've got your Instagram tagged in the description of this video, so people will be able to find you and check you out. So I appreciate your time today, Spencer.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you for having me. It's good to see you.
Have a good one.
You too.